accepted as one of those films about which I'm still pretty much on the fence about whether or not I liked it. I did enjoy it, but I don't think I loved it. It's not perfect, but it's good fun. It's well received. It's got 6.4 out of 10 on IMDb, a Metascore of 47, which is pretty decent for a Metascore. The film was released in 2006, directed by Steve Pink, and written by Bill Collage and Adam Cooper, and stars, among others, Justin Long, Jonah Hill, and Blake Lively. Certainly, it's got a very strong cast. I think the casting's great. The acting reflects this. The narrative is pretty interesting. So the description from IMDb is as follows. A high school slacker who is rejected by every school he applies to opts to create his own institution of higher learning, the South Harmon Institute of Technology, on a rundown piece of property near his hometown. The way that this is executed is exceptionally interesting because he goes kind of through all of the right loopholes to make this college. And people, there are admissions coming through and people start to join this college. And it's really fascinating to see what they're going to do with this concept. Will they actually have classes? Are they just going to goof about the entire time? What's going to happen? Who's going to enroll? And what does a college look like if it's all of the people who were rejected from college put together? And a lot of these people are, as you can imagine, described here as high school slacker. That is kind of a lot of what's going on. But actually, a lot of them are very passionate about certain things, and they begin to, I guess, discover who they are as people and learn what their interests are, and really have an experience that's not too dissimilar from college. Whether or not that's a good thing or not is up to you to decide. But there are problems they encounter along the way that they have to overcome. And ultimately, it's just really good fun. There are times when I thought it went maybe a little bit too slowly, or some of these situations were just a little bit over the top for my liking. But for the most part, I thought it was very enjoyable and good fun, and something that was pretty easy to get on board with. Obviously, as I said, the casting there is top notch. I have absolutely no issues with the casting at all. And it's definitely a film I'd recommend. I guess you could argue that there's a slight issue here in saying that you can slack off in high school and still make something of yourself, which I guess is technically true, but maybe not the best message. But ultimately, it's good fun, except it is probably as good as I expected. I think it lived up to my expectations. My expectations were not through the roof, but I did expect something pretty good fun, decent watch. That's exactly what I got.